Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I'm continuing on with my inventory series. I am in the middle of the eyeshadow palette part of it, and I have already done 3 to 9 pan palettes in one video. This video is going to be 12 pan to 18 pan palettes, and then the next one will be my big palettes. Hope that's all right with you. I just felt like it was more digestible maybe this way, split it up a bit instead of having an hour-long video that maybe you mightn't have time to watch or interest to watch, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, here we are. So let's start. I have one 12 pan palette, and that is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. Not a brand I currently support, but Danny very kindly sent me this and I really enjoyed this one. I'm not a big fan of Juvia's matte eyeshadow what's the word I'm looking for? Formula, I suppose. But there's only 4 in this and I can make them work. What I do like are the shimmers. In particular, these two are just, oh, I love these two. You kind of got a grungy kind of old gold green, and then this peachy one that kind of has a bit of a shift in it. Just, oh, yeah, you know, their shimmers for me with Juvia's Place are better than their mattes. That's just with the palettes that I have anyway. That's my experience with them. So I will be keeping that one. I do enjoy it in the summertime. It's a fun palette for the summer. So that one is staying. And then I have 4 of the ABH palettes. These are all 14 pan palettes, and again, it's a brand I don't support at the moment, but I have them in my collection. They're staying. I enjoy them. They're good quality. I either got them at a good discount or one of them was gifted to me, so you know, they're staying. First up is the Jackie Aina palette. This is one I lusted after forever. Look at the packaging, so beautiful. I much prefer this kind of packaging to their felt. I had Modern Renaissance years ago, Renaissance, whatever you want to say it, years ago, and I hated that Swedish kind of felt packaging. I don't know what way you describe it. It just gets so dirty and grubby. Much preferred this. Anywho, this is what it looks like on the inside. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a challenge to me because I don't wear a lot of dark eyeshadows, and this is definitely predominantly dark. Of course it is. It was made by a woman with the most beautiful dark skin. So, of course, she's going to do a palette that enhances, and there isn't enough on the market, to be fair. So, wonderful to see it. Pity the brand has turned into such a pack of gobshites, but anyway. But I like it enough and enjoy it enough to want to keep it around. There's shades in here that I thoroughly enjoy, and others that I can make work, you know what I mean, so it gets to stay. Also in my collection is the Sultry palette that I got from Kena, from Kena's Closet. I won it in a giveaway. I love it. I had great fun with this. I had it in for No Pan Left Behind recently and I really enjoyed it. Beautiful wintertime palette, I think. This shade I think throws everybody, but I kind of mixed it with Slate, the grey, and I mixed it with one of the browns as well. I kind of came up with a purpley kind of shade and it actually ended up being quite nice. I enjoyed it. But yeah, just overall a very nice palette and I'm glad to have it in my collection. This one I know Carolyn, for example, Carolyn Nicole and Misty don't particularly like it, but I quite enjoy it. This is the Riviera palette. I have fun with it. Yes, it's not the most cohesive colour story. Yes, it can be a bit kind of bamboozling, but I have a pan as well, by the way. I like to dip in and out of this in conjunction with other palettes and kind of have fun with it in the summertime. I just like, you know, I like using something like this as a bottom lash line kind of enhancer, shall we say, and like this yellow can be fun in the inner corner. Just, you know, little things like that. I just enjoy it. And then you have some more neutrals kind of over here that you can kind of work with, you know, so yeah, I enjoy it. I like it. It stays. It gets to stay. And the last Anastasia palette I have is the Curly Bible. Again, got it on a great discount, waited like over a year, I believe, to get it. And I'll be honest, it was the one I was least attracted to when I saw it online, and yet it's the one I probably enjoy the most because they're lighter shades and they suit me a bit better than, you know, there's the fantasy me that thinks I'll be wearing all those dark shades and it just doesn't do me any favours, and then there's realistic me that, you know, just a lovely little palette like this works really well. And again, you can see I have a pan. Huzzah! So those are my ABH palettes. Next up we have, I think it's my 15 pan palettes if I'm not mistaken. First up, again, Misty decluttered this to me. Thank you so much, Misty. This is the, oh, we're seeing the light there. It's the Natasha Zendo palette, Natasha Denona Zendo palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And I quite enjoy this. I actually do. This shade here, what do you call it? Yama? Love that shade there. Beautiful. Tranquil is another gorgeous shade. Really enjoy that. And the greens work really well as well. Where did I not... You know, these cream powder formulas are quite intense and quite nice. I quite liked it. So yeah, I actually really like this palette. So thank you so much, Misty. I'm glad it didn't work for you because it works lovely for me and I really, really enjoy it. Yeah, and it's different. It's different to what I have in my collection, I feel. You know, it brings something different into my collection. So there's that one. The next one is the Love palette, and I got this on a discount last year, I think it was, on Beautylish. It was half price. So I thought, yeah, this is my first. Was it my first? No, the gold, the mini gold was my first. This is the second palette, or the mini star palette was my first, sorry. And at first I wasn't too sure about it, but then I put it into a project for No Pan Left Behind and ended up really kind of enjoying it. Again, I would not pay full price for Natasha Denona. I just wouldn't. It's not worth it to me. To me, her palettes are worth 40, 50 euros max. So, but yeah, I had fun with it, and I kind of I created looks that were, again, a bit out of my comfort zone, and they make me think a little bit and kind of go, what do I do here now? As opposed to other palettes where you just go in and do a look and you're, you know, before you even think about it. So yeah. Next up is from Glamlight, and this was sent to me from the gorgeous Shelley, from Unapologetically Shelley. I adore her. This is the Glamlight Margarita palette. Margarita. I love Margarita. Love it. This would have been a great one if I'd had the time to do the happy hour project that Deb and Danny are doing. This would have been the perfect prompt for it. This is what it look at this. Oh, look at this. Like, is this not just somewhere in a palette or what? I mean, come on. The fun, the absolute fun of it. Love it. Again, Glamlight matte, maybe not my absolute favorite formula, but the shimmers, you just can't compare the Glamlight shimmer. They're just stupendous. Stupendous I went with. Don't know why that word came out, but there you go. Stop it. Stop it. Ridiculous. Look at that. The shine, the pigment. Worth it for that alone. Worth it for the shimmers alone, in my humble opinion. Next up are two that I haven't used yet. There will be a few palettes that you'll see going through here that I haven't used yet. They're newer to my collection, so I don't know if they'll stay or not, but for the moment I love the colour stories and I'm just liking the look of them. I have two Nomad, and again, Misty very kindly decluttered these to me. This is the Nomad Iceland Fire and Ice palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside, and again, a very unique kind of colour palette to my collection. So I'm excited to dip into this and have fun with it. So yeah, looking forward to playing with that one. And then the other one is the Nomad Cartagena Magica. Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologise profusely for my butchering of that. And again, very pretty. We had a casualty, but that's okay. But that looks like a beautiful summer palette, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with that. I'm looking forward to finding out what I think of the Nomad formula, because so many people, there's mixed feelings, I feel, on the Nomad formula. Some people love it, some people don't. Some people love certain palettes by them and feel that the formula isn't consistent throughout. So I'm very curious to see how I get on with those and play with them. Now we are on to my 16 pan palettes. So the first one is the newest palette to my collection. I caved, what, a year later? And after so many people just literally going on and on and on, Deb and Danny, about how much they absolutely adore this, Hayley, and just, you know, I'm easily led, what can I say? I mean, come on now, the packaging alone, stop it. I don't keep sleeves, I don't keep boxes. I just don't. I'm like, I'm not that girl. I'm just not. But sweet Jesus, look at lads. Come on now. This is the Odin's Eye Hella palette with Angelica Nyqvist. Just exquisite. It's just as beautiful as they said. Now, again, matte formula. Little bit, I have to work with it. It's not like it blends it out. Not for me anyway, it doesn't. If it blends for you, I'm outraged. Why doesn't it do it for me? But like, the colour story, I think more so than anything else, is just sublime. I mean, she knocked it out of the park with the colour story, didn't she? Stop it. Stop it! Oh. Just beautiful, shifty, fun. Look, it's Angelica in a palette, isn't it? I mean, Angie is just colour personified, so it's her through and through. I mean, she really nailed it. I'm sad I missed out on Club Nebula, but I have had a Kaleidos palette and I didn't love it. So I kind of went, no, and there was a lot of dark shades and I'd learned my lesson from the Jackie Aina palette. So that's why I didn't. But do you know what I mean? Again, her artwork, her thought behind it. She does a great collab, I have to say. A really good collab. We have two BH Cosmetics palettes. We have the Lost in Los Angeles and the Passion in Paris. The names. This is the Passion in Paris. It's what I have on my eyelids today, and this has been in my collection unutilized, unused until the last week or so, because I've been trying to go through every single palette in my collection and get, you know, a No Pan Left Behind done on it. Totally slept on this, like, because it's beautiful. What have I on my eyelid today? I think it's this one, and it just, like, that doesn't even do it. It is stunning on the eyes, stunning. These shimmers, divine. The mattes, the darker mattes, I had a tiny bit of trouble, but the lighter mattes, no bother whatsoever. What else do we give you? We give you this one, Pantheon. I mean, just beautiful. And yes, it's a darker palette, and you know, I've said I kind of shy away from them a little bit, but I just, this is divine. I can't believe I've been sleeping on this and not using it, and just, it doesn't even do justice on camera. Like, do you know how many times I've looked in the mirror and went, like, this shade here is just doing something magical on my eyelids. I'm so disappointed that the camera isn't picking it up properly, because it's just divine on the eye. If you have this palette, pull it out, try that Arc de Triomphe shade. Arc de Triomphe. I have to get better with my French, guys. They won't let me live there if I don't get better at my French. Beautiful. And another beautiful palette is this Los Angeles, this Lost in Los Angeles. In the summertime, spring, summer, divine. Absolutely love it. Have so much fun with it. Had it in No Pan Left Behind I think it was in my Panner's Pan for Anne Elizabeth Murray, and just had the best time with it. Thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it. So yes, you shall stay tuned. Another one I haven't tried yet, but I'm looking forward to it. This is the Sephora Wild Eyes palette that Shelley sent over to me. Thank you so much, Shelley, you darling. Fine, substantial palette from Sephora. Real, you know, good weight to it. So this is very kind of neutral, cool toned as well. It's hard to show, sorry, with the packaging. But bring it back a bit, can you see? A little bit there maybe. So I haven't tried it yet, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be lovely in the winter time, which we're in now, but you know, going into can you see outside? Probably not. No. But yeah, it's just, I'm excited to play with it. I think it'll be a very pretty palette. Yeah, very pretty. And then two more palettes left. This is the Coloured Rain Vivid Pigment and Shadow palette. Love this. I just love this. I think last year actually I mixed. They just worked so well together. I'll show you now. I had this in, I think it was for Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock, because I mean, hello. And I had it as No Pan Left Behind. mixed in with the Skuld palette. And just, I had the best time because I had all the shimmers in the Skuld palette and the mattes then over here, and they just worked beautifully together. I had the best time with them. And I mean, like this matte formula now, this is the kind of matte formula I can get behind because it just worked beautifully for me. I found it very easy to work with. So yeah, that was just, loved the two of them together. I had so much fun with them this year. And then the last one in this category is an 18 palette, and it is a Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I didn't bother getting the Rose Quartz or the Empowered or the Naughty Nude or anything like that, because I do feel a lot of her palettes are one note in that they always, even if a shade doesn't look like it has pink tones to it, when you put it on the eye, it ends up having it. So it's a bit of a, But this is obviously my most panned. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pans, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pans, yay! But it is very beautiful. The mattes work beautifully. The shimmers are very, they're like, what are they like? A bit like the Glam Light maybe, are they? No, do you know what they're like? Kind of like the Flower Beauty one I get. I feel like that kind of formula in here. So if you just wanted some shimmers, there you go. There, get that. But yeah, and these throw me so much. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. But I suppose if you look at it kind of maybe this way and that way, maybe kind of, I don't know. But they kind of throw me, but I don't know where she was after. But anyway, I do enjoy it. I'm glad I have it in my collection. But I don't feel like I need any of the others. And there you go. Opinions, thoughts, let me know. Give it to me. Do you think I'm keeping some of your favourites? Do you think, I got rid of that years ago, shite. I'd love to know. What's your favourite matte formula? Is it similar to mine or different to mine? Do you think, God, Ruth, really? I found the matte formula brilliant. I don't know what you're on about. You're obviously shite at makeup. I'm well aware of this. Let me know, because I feel like shimmers, you know, it's a preference thing. It's as to whether, you know, you like a bit of a sparkly topper shade, or whether you like those really soft formulas, whether you like it to be a bit harder and kind of, you know, let me know down below. Mattes, I feel, are very, they can be quite hard. Stop it, Ruth. I'm distracted now with my own filthy mind. I apologise profusely. If this is your first time here, panning content, eyeshadow content, give us an odd subscribe. I would be thrilled. To bits, I tell you. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next one is going to be the large palettes. Hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.